Okay, so here we have a roller and we're going to show you how to do a really nice thread the needle stretch. So this one's really good if you've been sitting at your desk for a long period of time or you're just feeling tight between your shoulder blades and upper back. So have the roller next to you. This is your 4-point kneel position. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You're then going to bring the arm that's away from me up and rotate, and then thread it through underneath the opposite arm and try and roll the roller away. You can do this at home if you don't have a roller, but what you'll find is if you do use it, you can get that little bit of an extra stretch at the end range. You shouldn't feel any pinching through your back. It should just be a really nice stretch and release between those shoulder blades and through the back of the arm, especially as you're pressing that roller away. For repetitions of these, you probably want to aim for anywhere between 5 and 15. Again, you can use your breath to encourage the motion. If you roll the roller away, hold that position, take a few deep breaths in and out. That can feel quite nice as well. We'll show one more. And then to do the other side, you'll bring the roller onto the opposite side of your body. But this is especially good for all of you that are working from home at the moment. Just because your workstations set up at home probably haven't been accurately assessed by your departments at work. So if you are sitting and slumping, or if we're all sort of spending a bit more time in front of the television or anything like that, it's a really good one to do. We'll do a couple more. Now we'll show you how to do a chest stretch. So this one here is quite a firm roller, but if you do have a softer one at home, that can be a bit nicer. So I'll get you to lay onto your back, head up one end of the roller and try and make sure your whole spine is on, including your pelvis if possible. Then what I want you to do is have your arms out to the side, bending like a right angle. And all you need to do for this one is just breathe in and out. It's probably my favorite exercise to do for all of the chest opening series. It's super simple, even if you're just watching television and it's an ad break or you're in between episodes watching something, it's just a really nice stretch. Great when you've been sitting at a desk all day because you'll generally find that your shoulders start to round forwards. So this is a great way to get them to release. Once you've done 30 seconds, slowly slide the elbows upwards, sort of going overhead, and hold in that position as well. This one you may feel a bit more through pec minor, so a bit of a different section of the pec muscle. One may feel worse than the other. And the whole idea is as you're holding this stretch, the arms should be able to move slowly further towards the floor. Then bring the elbows back in line with the shoulders and slowly straighten the arms out so your arms are in one long line. And that should feel slightly different again. If your lower back is sore in this position, please don't stay here. Get up and move. You mainly should just be focusing on a nice stretch through the chest. If your neck is straining, pop a small pillow underneath it, but it should just feel lovely. So now we'll go into an arm opener series. So bring the arms straight up in line with your shoulders and gently open them out to the sides and back up. So this is similar to the release you were just doing, but there's just a little bit more movement. So you may find as you're moving your arms up and down, you can almost feel the roller massaging between those muscles. We'll do one more. Now try and give yourself a hug, and then using your feet and your lower body to help control the motion, just gently try and rock the upper body side to side. And as you're moving around, you'll feel the roller massaging your spine. It will be quite subtle. As what Georgia did, you may need to bring your legs out into more of a wider stance to help control your balance. We'll go one more to the other side. And I'll get you slowly coming off the roller. It's a bit hard to do this in an elegant way. Now move the roller horizontally, and we'll do some little back bends and some releases over the roller as well. So hands behind your head supporting the back of your neck, and then use your legs to roll your body up and down. Watch your hair, as what Georgia just did. You can do this for as long as you want. A really good time frame to aim for is anywhere between sort of 30 seconds and 3 minutes, just to get a really nice release. You'll find some sections are worse than others. Unfortunately, wherever is the most tender is generally where you need to focus. And then if your back is okay with extension, the bending backward motion, once you get to mid-back level, drop the pelvis and then slowly arch the upper back over. And that way you'll get a little bit more of a back stretch and an ab stretch too. And then you can slowly move the roller down your back and go in a few other little sections. But please only do this if it feels nice. Okay, now we might move into the glutes. So I'll get you trying to sit on the roller. Put your arms behind you and try and slowly roll through the glute complex. You can see here how Georgia's twisted to the side to focus on her right glute. And as you rotate and turn your body into different positions, you'll feel it through different parts. And now we'll go into hamstrings, so rolling the body forwards. And you can see here how Georgia's using her right leg to help use that momentum, so it's not just her upper body doing all of the work. You might find as you get further towards the knee it gets a little bit more tender, so just go carefully when you're around that area. And we'll swap sides. And you might also find by turning your body a little bit, like what Georgia's just did, and rotating that leg, you can get more into the outer part of your hamstring as opposed to that mid-belly. So just do it wherever it feels comfy for you. Now there's a bit of a nasty one next. It's rolling your ITB, so that band on the outer side of your thigh. I'll get Georgia to try and show this nicely. So she's using her top leg to take some of the weight off the roller. If this isn't mean enough, you can have both legs in line. Please go really carefully because that's a bit mean.
It's alright, they need it. Have you done the meaner one?
Which one's that?
It's like that.
Oh, you can do that if you want.
Yeah.
It looks horrible.
It is.
Good, and we'll go on to the other side. So using a roller is a really good way at home that you can help loosen up your muscles yourselves. It's quite a common thing that we recommend for patients anyway for self-care between appointments. But while we're not here, this is a really great way that you can try and maintain your aches and pains at home. Great little routine to try and get into using it every day or every second day as well. Are you okay to show adductors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we're going to try and release the inner thigh muscles. We might just need a bit more room here. So you try and angle it so it can massage those muscles of the inner thigh by letting the hip drop out to the side and using your body to roll over the roller. And I don't think we have the room here to show, but you would just do the exact same on the other side. Okay, then we're going to put the roller in front of you and just move that little towel out the way. Rotate it around so it's horizontal, good. And then we'll just do a child's pose stretch and show how you can use the roller to encourage that motion. So this is really nice to try and encourage that extra elongation through the shoulders and upper back. And then slowly coming up to sitting. Well done. Okay, so now to try and get your calves, very similar position to your hamstrings. Have one leg bent, one leg straight on the roller and use your upper body momentum to roll up and down. This one's especially good if you've been doing extra running. And you can get all the way down towards the Achilles too and turn your leg out to the side to get those perineal muscles, those muscles on the outer side of your calf. Okay, so now starting on your knees, you're going to have the roller placed horizontally and we're going to work through your quads, so those fronts of your thighs. So come forwards onto your elbows and place the roller down and use your upper body to pull yourself forwards and backwards over the roller. So this should be giving a really nice massage over the fronts of the legs. You can sort of rotate to try and emphasize more body weight over one side or not. And gently rotate the leg too to feel it on a bit more of the inner and the outer quads. Then you can always roll a bit higher to get into the hip flexor a little bit more. This one can be quite tender, so just go carefully. And then we can rotate backwards a little bit too, to get a little bit more into that upper glute. Good, and we'll just go on to the other side.